Very cold. I hope everyone's enjoying their time off. Me on the other hand, I hate this period. See, like from Christmas Day to like New Year's Day, and it just feels like you lose time and every day's a Sunday. Just feels like that. You know, there's no working or anything, just constantly bored. But aye, 2020 is tomorrow. Absolute madness. We're in for a push session today. I'll get most of it filmed, and yeah, not quite sure what this topic's going to be. I'm sure I'll think of something. So aye, I'll catch you in the gym. Okay, so just thought I'd do a wee voiceover on pretty much something I've never spoke about before, and that is activation movements. Okay, now you can see that first of all I started off with a pec deck machine. Now the goal here is not to load it super heavy. I just want to basically own every inch of this movement. So mind muscle connection is absolutely paramount here. Kind of really establishing that neurological connection. Neurological connection. The reason why it's so important doing this, just because it sets you up right, gets the kind of joints moving first of all, before you go into your big presses. Again, when I do this, I tend to actually feel my chest a lot more whenever I go into a big press afterwards. So just something to really kind of help zone in that mind muscle connection if you lack that. But I would still do it anyway, just because it is. I really do feel the benefit from doing it. So you can see, obviously I'm not loading it super heavy, but I'm just really trying to focus on feeling my chest and feeling every squeeze. Whoa! First class editing skills there. So yeah, this is what I spent my Christmas money on. Money put to very good use. Believe it or not, every video before this was actually filmed on my phone. You can see it there, using iMovie. So obviously iMovie, it's like the lowest of the low pretty much in like editing software. So really happy with this. For anyone that's wondering, I'm also using Premiere Pro. Back in my college media TV production days, this is what we used, so I was already kind of fairly comfortable with it. But yeah, so now on to the main topic of this video, so enjoy. Okay, so now on to the main topic of the video. Now it's January, it's 2020, obviously in a few months people are going to be wanting to go on holiday and stuff and kind of trim down for that. So in this portion of the video, I'm going to tell you how to structure going into a kind of dieting phase where you're wanting to lose body fat. So what I tend to find is what people struggle with the most is actually having a plan of what to do. Most times people just jump into the gym, do a load of cardio and just try and wing it from there. So there is actually an approach that you want to take to things. You want to plan things out. So that's exactly what I'm going to explain for you today. So first of all, I want to start off with a few situations here. Okay, so first we need to actually establish your body composition. Okay, so if you're someone who's not got much muscle at all, you know, quite skinny but got a really high level of body fat, that's commonly referred to as being like skinny fat. Okay, someone who is skinny fat, I would really kind of not bother at all with this approach. What I would do first of all is I would actually get yourself on a training plan. Get really good at that training plan, so get stronger, increase your lifts over time while gradually pushing food up to facilitate new muscle growth as well. Because the worst thing that you could do is being skinny fat and going a huge cut your calories drastically to end up just having no muscle and just being skin and bone. So if you were skinny fat, I would really avoid kind of just jumping on a cut just to think that, oh, I need to lose body fat, so I'm going to start cutting. That's not the way to go. If you're someone who's really overweight, you can still use this approach, but just a less aggressive in a less aggressive manner. So this is probably best suited for the kind of, you know, the average Joe who's basically been lifting for maybe a few years, but he's never done like a kind of proper cut before. So if you're someone who's just got maybe like 15 to 10 kilos to lose, you can probably expect to get the job done within 3 or 4 months. So in a dieting phase, we're not trying to just lose a bunch of weight as quickly as we can. We're trying to lose as much body fat as we can while still preserving all of our muscle that we've built. So that's the kind of key point here, is to just lose as much body fat as possible without, you know, burning into your muscle and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over a few steps here. Step number 1, that would be to find out your maintenance calories. Okay, now there's a few calculators that you can use online and stuff, but for me, what I've always found works best is just this approach here. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your body weight every day. So wake up, what I like to use is an app called Happy Scale. Happy Scale, basically you wake up first thing in the morning, jump on a scale, see your weight you are, log it in that app. That will actually give you an average of your body weight. The reason why we're taking an average as your body weight is just because your body weight can fluctuate so much day to day. I'll just use this as an example. Let's say you have 2 days the exact same, where you eat the exact same amount of food, you've done the exact same amount of expenditure, so you're walking about the same, you know, nothing's changed. 2 days are basically clones of each other, apart from 1 day you drink maybe a wee bit more water and have a wee bit more salt in your food. That will then obviously the next day increase your body weight. So it's just wee things like that that can cause your body to cause your body weight to fluctuate from day to day. So it's really, really important that we just take our body weight over the course of 7 days and then find the average. The average of that is probably going to reflect what your true body weight is. So that's the first variable we kind of need to worry about. The second is obviously our food intake. So what I like to get everyone to do is I like to get everyone to take a food diary. So when they're starting off, and now this isn't, you know, I don't want you to have any kind of, alright, okay, I need to eat this amount of calories. This is basically just getting an understanding of what you eat day to day over the course of like maybe a week or so. So be truthful with yourself, track everything, and when I say everything, I mean everything, okay? So get a set of digital scales. You can pick them up really, really cheap. Weigh your food, see what you're eating and how much you're eating. Log that into MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal's an app. So now that we have logged our body weight and we've logged our food that we're eating for the course of a week, at the end of the week, review what you've done. Just as an example, let's say you've ate 1700 calories a day for 7 days. Okay, now if you notice that your body weight is kind of fluctuated day to day, but your average is still the same, then you know that 1700 calories would be your calorie maintenance. So now that we've done those two things, we've tracked our body weight over the course of 7 days, and we've tracked our food intake over the course of 7 days. If you're basically staying within like a kilo of your starting weight, then you know that what the current calories you're eating is your current calorie maintenance. So that would basically be the first step in doing this, is finding out your calorie maintenance. Again, there's some calculators that you can do online, but I feel like that approach there, that's going to be the most accurate to you. So now that we have our calorie maintenance, now obviously what we're going to do from that is we're going to decrease calories from that calorie maintenance. What I like to do for myself and all my other clients is I'm not in favour of cutting calories too hard. So pretty much I will never cut calories higher than 300 at a time, just because I really don't want to run that risk of you know, burning into too much muscle. Okay, so I want to do the least amount but still get the most results, if you get me. There's 3 main variables that I still want everyone to track. Okay, first variable being their body weight. Okay, track body weight every single day. The next variable, obviously, food. Track your food every single day. And the next one, that'll be your expenditure, whether that's through a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, or even just some kind of cheap knockoff that you can get from Amazon for like 20 quid. These are really, really valuable tools I would suggest everyone get, just because if you know exactly how many steps you're doing a day, then you know everything is consistent. So now that we've reduced calories and we're still tracking our variables, what's going to happen next is obviously over a period of time, that period of time will be totally different for everyone else. Your body will start to reach kind of homeostasis, basically, where you won't lose any weight anymore. For myself, I wouldn't really want to start decreasing calories any further. I would maybe start adding in some cardio at this stage. So again, we don't want to add cardio in right at the very start, just because we're kind of exhausting all of our options there. So maybe even 2 cardio sessions a week at 45 minutes on a Stairmaster, whatever you want. So again, adding in cardio but keeping food the same, that's still going to contribute to your energy balance, and you're still going to be in more of a deficit. So that's pretty much that, guys. It's really, really simple. It's just pretty much a numbers game from there. Once you start monitoring all your variables, and once you start noticing trends, then you can then adjust that accordingly. So if you notice that your body weight's kind of staying the same at current calories and current cardio, it would be either decreasing food or increasing your expenditure through either cardio or steps. And then obviously just do that until you're at your desired body weight or your desired look or whatever. So yeah, really, really simple, guys. Again, it's really, really important that you go in with a kind of structure and you go in with a plan. Again, that's what I find to be the most kind of the most difficult part about dieting. If you've never done it before, it's just where do you start? So hopefully this has brought a wee bit of value and a wee bit more insight into someone who's looking to actually start going into like a kind of cutting phase. And if you have ever went into a cutting phase before and it's been kind of not the best, and you want to try this approach, then yeah, by all means go for it. So I'll leave it there, guys. Let me know what kind of other content you like to see, if you like this kind of how-to content, because I've got a lot of information that I can share with everyone, so it's just a matter of what it is, what I see. So let me know in the comments, guys, and I'll see you later.